Well, the topic of my lecture today is global warming. But before I talk about that, I'm going to give you some background information about Earth's atmosphere. As you already know, the atmosphere is what we call the layer of gases that surrounds the planet. Since the beginning of Earth, about 4.6 billion years ago, there's been a mixture of gases surrounding the planet. Now, some of these gases are called greenhouse gases. We call them greenhouse gases because they create a greenhouse effect. That is, they make the atmosphere warmer because they absorb heat from the sun. Well, let's look more closely at the interactions that lead to the greenhouse effect. Energy from the sun is the force behind our climate systems. It approaches Earth and enters the outer layers of our atmosphere. Now, the atmosphere acts as a kind of a shield and a filter. It reflects about 30% of the sun's energy back into space. About 70% of it actually passes through the atmosphere. Of that 70%, much of it is absorbed by the clouds and air. Only half of the energy that passes through the atmosphere, about 35%, reaches the Earth's surface, which is warmed by the sun's energy. The Earth emits, or sends, this energy back towards the atmosphere. About 10% of it leaks back into space, but most of the heat stays inside our atmosphere. This process helps to maintain global temperatures within certain limits. It's called a greenhouse effect because warmth is sealed inside, just like in a greenhouse. We've always had greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, and we've always had a natural greenhouse effect on this planet. But what has happened in the past century or so is that human activities have added more greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. As a result, the greenhouse effect has become stronger. With more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, more energy from Earth is absorbed. This has led to a heating of Earth's surface. In the past 100 years, scientists have found an increase of 1 degree centigrade in the average temperature on Earth. While there has been some debate, I think people have realized that the increased greenhouse effect is causing the problem of global warming.